Saturday, October 31st, 2020. Halloween night is upon us. And right now, your old pal James, well, he means business. Because mean business means business. Happy Halloween, everyone. Something about this outfit, you know, this lady's blazer, this black t-shirt turned inside out so you don't see the logo and or insignia on the breast. These sunglasses that I bought at a pharmacy 15 years ago, and these Dollarama necklaces, they put me in a mood. Some might say they put me in a spirit. They put me in the Halloween spirit. Because for the past week, I've been coming on here with a collection of crappy Halloween costumes. And last night, as we were rounding out the episode, I said to you, the audience that is here right now on twitch.tv/@homewithjames, that I vowed to get into the Halloween spirit. And I wasn't doing it. I was being a fraud. I was being a phony baloney. Pardon my French. But I woke up this morning with one mission, and that was to find the best Halloween costume I could find. And frankly, I think I've done it. I looked high and I looked low. I went to Jean Coutu. I went to Pharmaprix. I went to Canadian Tire. I went to Walmart. I even found the Rossi near Station Jean Talon. And then I realized that the best costume was underneath my nose, dressing up as one of the most beloved figures in At Home with James history. So tonight, it's not I am James, you are you, we are here. No. It's I am Mean Business Junior, you are you, and we are here for Halloween night. An evening when ghosts, ghouls, goblins, gropers, group sex enthusiasts hit the street for candy and a variety of other debaucherous things. But not here. On this show, things are going to be as wholesome as possible. And there's nothing more wholesome than a good old-fashioned pumpkin carving contest. Tonight, 3 people are going to come to Twitch with one goal in mind, and that is to become the Halloween Pumpkin Carving Champion 2020, because there's nothing else you can win this year, unless maybe you go over to the Super C before it closes at around 11 o'clock and get a lotto scratcher. Then maybe you might be an even bigger winner. But right now, this is the biggest fish floating in the sea. Also, tonight, we're going to be joined by one of the all-time great guests in At Home with James history. Taylor McMillan is going to be here. We're going to have a variety of judges that include Carla Ma, who will be deciding who walks away with the grand prize. But who will be carving tonight's pumpkins? A variety of people that you know and you love, regulars on this show, such as Joe Conto, Kim Ho, Sarah Deshaies. I am so excited that I am busting at the seams. Once this show is done, if all goes well, because trust me, when I say this show is overbooked, that's an understatement. We got Big Rig in the tech booth. He's sweating so much that you could just run your lip or run your finger across his lip and feel all of that flop sweat just accumulating, dripping down his chest. He'll take care of it tonight. He'll be okay. Before we do that, what I want to do is bring to your attention an unbelievable Halloween graphic that is featured at the corner of your screen on Twitch. My buddy Dave Jansen has given his own contribution to the pumpkin carving contest. He has carved a 3D pumpkin, and if I was a judge, which I'm not, because I cannot be impartial, this would be my pick. That would be the number one pumpkin this Halloween season. If you're in the chat right now, I would like to say thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate that you follow us, that you subscribe, that you are one with us, that you are celebrating Halloween with us on this scary, fateful evening.
Hey, it's Grimmer. It's time for a Halloween story. If you're easily scared, call a parent into the room with you. This story is both designed to amaze and terrify you between and betwixt levels you've never experienced. Can you hear that sound? That knocking sound? He's here. He's here. It was 89, October 31st, 1989 in the McGill Ghetto. A man and a woman got into a fight. She dumped him. He'd been seeing her for 3 years. She dumped him for good reason. He was a weirdo. Well, that night, in his anger, in his pith, every jack-o'-lantern he saw seemed to be laughing at him. Every jack-o'-lantern seemed to be saying, ha ha ha, light, you're in. Well, that noise again. What is that noise? Can you hear that? Someone checked the front step. After that night, people found soon enough that the pumpkins that they've turned into jack-o'-lanterns, that they'd left safely on their porch. The first thing they noticed was the smell of a cigarette being smoked. Soon after, that noise, that infernal noise. Ah, what's the pounding? Well, when they went out and you saw their pumpkins defiled in the eyes of God, holes that were not carved by them, perfectly circular holes puncturing the shell of the pumpkin in several places, and around the pumpkin, cigarette butts. This was a heavy smoker. This Halloween, be safe, because it continued after that. This Halloween, be safe and watch your pumpkins, because one pumpkin that starts out like this can end up very easily like this! This one! If your pumpkin is emptied of seed on Halloween night, you don't want it returned full of seed.
Don't you dare touch me! Stand back! No! No!
Happy Halloween, everyone.
So as I was saying, it's going to be a happy Halloween. That may have been the longest intro that I have ever done. It peaked at 15 minutes. I hope you're ready, everyone, because we are about to begin the most important competition in 2020. What I want to do is give a warm welcome to our 3 pumpkin carving competitors. Let's bring them into the show. Popping on in, a professor at Paul Smith's College, Mr. Joe Conto, joining us by way of not only CKUT, but CJD 800 is Sarah Deshaies. And we have also got musician Kim Ho joining us tonight. Let's begin going around the horn. Joe, happy Halloween. How are you?
Good. Happy Halloween to you. I'm real good. I had some fun-sized candies. Yeah.
Fantastic. Sarah, how are you?
Great. I'm full of the Halloween spirit. So good to see you.
That's wonderful to hear. Kim, you look so beautiful. How are you feeling on this Halloween night?
Fabulous. Just absolutely fabulous. So good. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I can see that. Everyone looks so eager and excited, but I have to say, for 3 people that are about to embark on one of the most important competitions this year, but maybe their entire life, everyone seems so casual and comfortable. Do you know what you're about to embark on? Joe, let's start with you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm treating this like we're all on the Great British Baking Show. So we're all rooting for each other. We're going to hold hands during the judging and that sort of thing.
Oh, God, I hope that isn't That's what I don't want to have happen. I want
That's how
to be,
I plan to do it.
okay. Well, I was hoping for kind of trash talk, a lot of smack talk, things like that. Sarah, let's go to you. How are you preparing for this evening's pumpkin carving contest?
With this amazing pumpkin carving knife that I borrowed from my mom today, that has carved many of our pumpkins over the years, and I'm channeling the spirit of my
Boo.
See, that's what I'm looking for, Sarah. You've got an advantage. You've got some help from your mother. So this is the first cheat tonight. This is the first cheating because you're not coming in prepared with your own game plan. You have got the help from your mother. But here's the thing about cheating. I'm excited for some cheating tonight. I want some rules. Like I said, I put this outfit on and I just feel bad all of a sudden. Kim, let's go over to you. What's your strategy going into tonight's pumpkin carving competition?
Well, first of all, I don't need my mama to help me out tonight. I'm pretty confident. I figure I got this one in the bag. I mean, every pumpkin carving contest that I've been in, I've annihilated everyone. So whatever.
Okay. So this is a very casual and cocky approach. Joe, you're the outlier.
If anyone needs any help with their Italian meringue, I'm right around the corner.
Okay, well, this is a great time to talk about what everyone's dressed up as. So, Sarah, let's begin with you. Your costume this evening is?
Oh, I'm channeling the spirit of Carol Baskin
of
Tiger King fame. Unfortunately, I don't own any leopard print, but I tie-dyed this shirt at 11 o'clock last night, and it's been sitting and getting ready, and I've got my flower crown, and I've got my knife, which is
your cheater's knife. Now, see, I'm not a judge tonight, but the fact that you were preparing your costume at 11 o'clock last night, that would work for me. I would be biased and start voting towards you. Kim, let's go to you. Your costume this evening?
Just usually what I wear on Saturdays. Nothing special. Just channeling my inner princess.
Okay, fantastic. Now, Joe, if there was an award for worst costume tonight, you might have this one in the bag. What is your costume?
No, you don't understand. I'm a first-year film student at a private liberal arts college in southern Vermont.
Okay.
And I'm making my own major.
Okay, so I would have guessed that you were a grip on a movie set or maybe a local news affiliate.
Yeah, well, that's my I do that 12 hours a week. I have an internship at the local television station, and I do this.
Okay, so you're the countdown guy. Okay, so you're winning me over. Before we send you guys off into the competition, some ground rules. The only thing that you have been allowed to pre-prepare is that you are allowed to gut your pumpkin of the innards. What is about to happen is that all three of you over the next, let's say 40 to 45 minutes are responsible for carving your pumpkin. So what I want to do is I want to have everyone bring their pumpkins back into frame. I want to inspect the pumpkins. Okay, so Joe, if you could turn yours around. Now, Joe, you have an interesting story. Where did you get your pumpkin?
Well, here's the thing. This pumpkin has brought me nothing but, this pumpkin's a curse because Lake Placid was completely sold out of pumpkins. Lake Placid's a real Halloween town, and I didn't get my pumpkin until yesterday, and everybody was sold out of pumpkins. So I also had a dentist appointment, and I said to the dentist, "Oh, could I buy one of your pumpkins?" And she goes, "No, they're not for sale." I go, "I'm going to steal one of your pumpkins." And she goes, "Yeah, right." And I go, "Yeah, no, right. I'm stealing one of your pumpkins." She goes, "Oh, can you imagine?" I go, "I can imagine because I'm going to do it. I can picture it in my head. I'm going to come back tonight and take in a pumpkin." And then she goes, "Okay, go ahead." And I go, "Thank you, because I will." Anyway, so I stole a pumpkin from my dentist. And but I left it in the car last night, and it went down to 14 degrees, my temperature, which is really, really cold, and it froze solid. So today it's very mushy, and I feel like I'm carving human flesh.
Okay, so that's kind of spooky.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, great. Now, Kim, when did you pick your pumpkin up?
I grew this one myself. I've been breeding it for months now.
Right. Can you just spin it around a little bit?
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you say
your pumpkin looks either spray painted or diseased?
No, it's bi-colored. So
Did
it's
you say you've been
orange,
breeding it, Kim?
orange. Excuse me?
Did you say you've been breeding it for months?
Yes, breeding.
All right.
Great. I'm going to move away from this one real fast. Sarah, let's go to you. Can we get a look at your pumpkin? I'm starting to worry that you've cheated even more.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay,
I'm
yours
360.
looks. Yeah, yours is a little looks a little rotted too.
Okay, so this is one of two pumpkins left over. This was a last minute impulse pumpkin buy. Told me that you needed me, and I wasn't gonna do a pumpkin this year, and I bought this one, and it was the least sad looking of the bunch
Right.
of the two, and it still has its price written on it, which is really nice.
Oh, see, I like that, and I wonder if you can incorporate that into the design, but I don't want to influence anything.
I already have some inspiration, but I don't have
Okay.
a good story as Joe, but I just want to say that when I bought this pumpkin, I picked up two smaller ones for atmosphere. And the grocery guy said, "Do you have a baby?" And I said, "What? Why?" And he was like, "Oh, so sorry. It's just if you had a baby, I would have given you a small pumpkin."
So you were discriminated against because you're not a mother.
Nice.
I was
Once
like, "Can I
again.
still have that small
Once again.
pumpkin because you're charging me $10 for 2.5 pumpkins."
Well, what I want to do is I don't want to take up anyone's time. You now have the remainder of the show to begin carving your pumpkin. We will check in just a moment to see where people's progress is before finally deciding a winner. Sound good?
Yeah.
Great. Good luck to Sarah, Kim, and Joe
Thank
as
you.
they pursue the championship. We are going to just start speeding onto this show. Frankly, I want to say something that I'm proud of myself that we've gotten through 3 segments in 24 minutes. If this was maybe like 2 months ago, it already would have been 9:50 and I would have been sweating like Jesus on the cross. Let us move on to our next guest, a regular, someone that has been here since the beginning of time. And when I say the beginning of time, of course, I mean the beginning of this show all the way back in March on the Instagram live days, coming to us all the way from Vancouver, British Columbia, where it is only 6:24 p.m. The one and only Taylor Death Ray McMillan. Taylor, how's it going?
Hello, James. Thank you
Now,
for
see,
having me.
this is a costume.
It is a costume. I did construct a costume, and I think I did pretty well.
Yes, so far this is ranking. If there was a costume contest, I think that you would be in the running for first place.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
But
there's
again,
some
I'm
great
not
costumes.
judging. I'm not
You're
judging.
not judging. Yeah.
I'm not judging.
I mean, you look pretty nice yourself, James.
Well,
Dare
I had
say,
great. Yes.
I think you should keep this look around. I don't think you should cast it aside.
See, here's the thing. It's a costume, and I said for a month now, I want to go all in on Halloween. But if I do this, I'm biting somebody else's real style. Because right now, I'm mean business junior, so to speak. So I think that I could pull off maybe the sunglasses. I was saying earlier that this outfit makes me look like some type of Belarusian party goer who's still dressed for the 90s.
Yeah, but the 90s are back, James. So I think you should embrace it.
You know what? Maybe when this is all said and done, I'm going to hold on to this outfit and then go get a pair of giant white sneakers.
Yes, that would really complete the look.
Yeah, that would complete the look of someone that no one would ever want to spend any close time with.
That's not true. If you showed up to a party at 3 a.m. and you had a bunch of Coke with you, they'd love to see you.
Yeah, and they'd be like, "Oh, look here, this pervert's got some Coke. Let's get the Coke and beat him to death." But anyways, what I want to do is focus in on your costume. I don't know this reference, so for my benefit, but maybe people who don't know, please let us know who you are, Taylor.
Okay, so I'm a character called Zero from the Wes Anderson movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel. And he's a lobby boy.
Okay, so this is, I would feel this is a bit of a niche costume.
I guess it is. Yeah, it maybe isn't the popular choice, but it was my choice and I made it.
Yeah. Now, have you worn this costume before, or is this the debut?
This is the debut. I actually made it for last year, but I got very sick with a mysterious flu last Halloween.
Okay, so what I want to do is ask, last year you missed Halloween. Was that a very sad state of affairs for you, or was it no big deal? NBD, as the kids say in the playground.
It was sad. I love Halloween. As you know, I hate Christmas, so Halloween is my holiday.
Okay, so you missed Halloween last year. as did many children in the province of Quebec. Halloween was rained out. Now, did you ever foresee a situation in which Halloween 2 years in a row would not unfold the way you would hope? Because certainly when you were lying in bed sickly last year, you weren't thinking about, well, you know what, I'll wear the lobby boy outfit next Halloween, which you are. But I don't suspect that you imagined a situation that you'd be doing it on a live stream, not at a Halloween party filled with sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Right. I guess you've never been to a Halloween party, but yes,
I've never
you're
been
right.
to a party.
I didn't imagine. Who could have imagined anything? I thought I had all the time in the world to enjoy Halloweens. Maybe not.
Yeah. Okay. So is like a backup. How would you rank this Halloween so far? Because I think people probably had such a low expectation that tonight it's like, you know what? This isn't so bad. It could be worse.
It could be worse. At least here, it's pretty warm. People are getting really excited about fireworks because that's the only way that they can celebrate. So fireworks have been going off solidly, like even at like 9 a.m. For like 3 days now. So I'd say it's pretty good.
Now, is fireworks the traditional Vancouver, British Columbia way of celebrating Halloween?
Oh, this is a great question. I don't remember it being this bad in years previous.
Yeah.
But this year, it's wild. Like literally, people are up in the morning doing it.
Yeah. Now, does this excite you for Halloween? Do you feel like you've been given a gust of energy?
I would say that I feel like I'm taking the opportunities that I can take. I myself have some fireworks and I am going to go set them off tonight.
Okay, so detail this evening that you're about to live out in which you retrace your steps as a teen delinquent.
Retrace my steps as a teen delinquent?
Yeah, this feels like a retracing of steps, like
you're right.
Hanging out with friends and setting off fireworks, and this feels like delinquent behavior.
Yeah, I should probably pick an enemy and go egg their house. That would really tie the
bit of toilet paper. Maybe everyone can share the same can of beer.
Ooh, we could get really, really bad.
Yeah.
I have to think about some enemies now. Wow.
Okay.
I wish I'd thought of this earlier. This is a wonderful idea.
Well, hold on. I'm putting you on the spot here, so I want you in your subconscious to start thinking about enemies, but I want to continue talking about what you said, something that both surprised me and offended me, in which that you expressed that Halloween is your number one, Christmas, no good. So we're not going to focus in on the latter. I want to talk about the former. Was this always something that caught your fancy? Were you a young, bustling Halloween fan, or was it something that you grew to appreciate in your teens and young adult years?
No, I always really liked it. I think I always just kind of like being crafty or whatever. So I love like making my own costumes.
Yeah.
And obviously like the candy thing was fun when I was a kid, but mostly it was just a fun time to just like get dressed up and wear something ridiculous. And I have a long history of making very hideous homemade costumes, and I love them.
Now, do you have any solid or great, even if we want to be bold with it, Halloween party memories? Because I would like to think that this is kind of a Halloween party. Will this go down in history? Probably not. But I would like to think that on some level it would. Do you have any Halloween parties that really stand out as top of the charts?
Top of the charts. I think I had a Halloween in Victoria once. I like took the ferry over and we walked into just a random bar. I think I was the Jolly Green Giantess, so I was painted green, and one of my friends was dressed like Yosemite Sam. He had one of those giant what's this called? Mustache.
Yep.
And we walked into this bar and it was like, you know, when you see a Halloween party in a movie, it was exactly like that. It was wild. Like the moment we stepped into the bar, Thriller started playing. Some people were dancing, like a choreographed dance in the corner. The like decorations were wild. It was like off the chain. It was so wild.
Yeah, now that's one of those things that when I think about like movie parties, maybe not the Halloween ones, but I imagine everyone walks into a room with Sum 41 Fat Lip playing. But that also dates me as my age, where it's like, that's probably not good. If I walked into a party with that playing now, I'd be like, hey, who wants to get the hell out of here? But of course, I'm not invited to any party, so we're not going to get into that. Now, can you take me through this evening? What happened at this party? Was it exciting? Did it live up to the expectations of Halloween?
Oh, it was great. I mean, that wasn't just the first stop. I think we actually went to another 2 parties after that, and they were each like very different and very fun. We ended up at a loft party, and there was a costume party going on, and some of the best costumes I've ever seen. Like everybody was something unique and different that I hadn't seen before.
Mhm.
Somebody was a used piece of gum. They wore a fully pink outfit, and they had a helmet on that they had super glued a lawn chair onto.
Okay.
Amazing.
See, now that's that type of creativity that would never come to me, which is why I don't think that I'm never going to go. This is probably going to be the last time I ever dress up for Halloween, I think. You're looking at a happening right now.
Wow. I feel really honored that I'm here to celebrate with you.
And I feel honored that you feel that way. Now, what I want to do, you've been here before where we detailed your Fantasy Friday.
Yep.
What does your Fantasy Halloween look like?
Wow. It isn't so different from my Fantasy Friday, except for it's set at night. So once again, it's at the Jarry Pool in Montreal. There's a seafood buffet, and you're somewhere maybe covered in a blanket because it's cold in a chair.
That sounds great.
Hating life, but being there because I asked you to be.
Yeah, see, I would do that. Okay, so in your Fantasy Halloween, it's what's the weather? It's probably like 0 degrees right now, and everyone's at Jarry Park.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting under a blanket like some type of person who's about to pass on.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. I mean, look at you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I look like someone that could go at any minute. And they'll be like, how did he die? He seems so healthy. And then someone says a disease that no one's heard of.
And people will be like, yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'd have like one of those diseases that's named after a guy, like, oh, he had Clyde Phelps disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So what else is okay? Hold on. Let's keep painting this fantasy Halloween. Not to make it about James.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it is at Jarry Pool. It is a pool party, but the pool is very hot. It's almost like a hot tub. In fact, let's just say it's a giant hot tub.
Oh, okay. Now I'm becoming interested.
Yeah. And you know, it's also like one of these like weird Chinook times, so it's pretty warm. You know how sometimes in October that happens in Montreal? It'll just be like strangely warm. Like the decorations are super cool. The fog machine is going at like full capacity. It's just like a wall of fog everywhere.
Are people dressed up or are people clad in bathing suits? Because this is like a lot of my participation in this fantasy hinges on this upcoming answer.
I see. I think that from the head up, people are wearing costumes of some sort, and below, bikinis or whatever swimwear they desire.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about this whole thing. I don't know. Everyone like, were they wearing like a Saddam Hussein mask on the top, and then they've got like a pair of short shorts on the bottom?
Or maybe they find a way to incorporate it into their costume. I saw somebody who went as Abraham Lincoln once. So they were, you know, had the hat and the beard here, and then they wore a bikini on the bottom. That makes sense.
Oh, well, look, it is Halloween, which is a time for, quote, sexy something costumes. Now, I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this. This is something that came up about a week ago. Carla, who is here every week, detailed a series of new sexy costumes. Now, I was trying to think of what could be turned into a sexy costume based on what is topical right now. The only thing that is topical, I guess, these days is an American election and the times of COVID, what I call the strange days. So I was trying to think about sexy frontline workers.
Oh, like they're wearing protective gear, but all the protective gear is see-through.
Oh yeah, maybe like what about this? How about, you know, like those visors that people wear where it's like this? Maybe it's just a giant like one-piece visor that goes down.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Sexy frontline worker.
Yeah, sexy hand sanitizer, you know?
Oh, see, yeah, that's really good. And maybe like that, see, that to me, not to get crass, seems like one that would be a guy costume, and like the thing where you go, it's near his wiener.
I know exactly.
Can I say that on Twitch? Somebody let me know. Can I say wiener on here on this thing? That feels, sexy hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think you should think about patenting that. Maybe it can be in some sort of Value Village store next year.
Yeah. I'm already getting ready to resell everything to secondhand stores. And after a giant failure in my initial venture into Halloween costume design, I'm already looking to the future of when they, inevitably fail and then go into the secondhand store circuit.
Yeah. Dream medium.
Now, Taylor, before we let you go, you're going to be back in just a little bit to help judge and decide a winner at tonight's pumpkin carving contest. Is there anything that you are specifically looking for from the winning pumpkin?
I just really want to see who our pumpkin carvers are through the art of their pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what the hell does that mean?
I want to see their soul in this pumpkin.
Right.
I want them to tell a story about who they are through their pumpkin.
Okay, so you want who they are to come out of the pumpkin.
That's right.
Now, if you had to make a prediction, Taylor,
Yes.
if you had to, who do you think wins?
I don't know. Kim Ho has just got something about her. She's just got this energy that I really connect with.
I think you mean he.
Do I?
Yes.
Great. That's it then.
On that note,
Sorry, I'm just gonna go die now.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Maybe you also have Clyde Phelps disorder. Taylor, you'll be back. Oh man, that really got me. You'll be back later on. Whatever blushing and red face that you feel right now, flop sweat, so to speak, that will have moved on far away, and we'll never remember this.
We never will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'll be dead. I'm just
don't worry. Yeah. And she died of Clyde Phelps disorder. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, Taylor? That's Taylor McMillan. She's been here since the beginning. The amount of times I have texted Taylor on the day of a show and said, yo, Taylor, you want to do this tonight? She says, yeah, I'm in. Puts her right at the top of my list of my favorite guests. Speaking of guests, we are about to check in right here, right now with our pumpkin carvers. So we are going to bring Sarah Deshaies back. We are going to bring Kim Ho back, and we are going to bring Joe Conto back to see what type of progress they have made on their pumpkin. So they will be here in just a matter of moments. Let's check in, guys. Sarah, let's start with you. How's the pumpkin carving going?
Oh, smelly and great.
Okay, so smelly means that this pumpkin has probably been sitting there since the middle of September.
Yeah, probably outside, just like taking up space on the street.
Yeah.
But no, I've given it a home. It's mine now. It just reeks. Every year I forget like just how crazy pumpkins smell.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I was listening to Taylor. She wants to see our souls coming
Yep.
out of the pumpkin. I don't know if she means like literally like a pop-up action, but metaphorically.
Okay, so let's take a look at what you've got here. Can we see some of this face so far? All right, so we're going with the classic Halloween face. Very good. Let's go over to Kim's pumpkin now. Kim, let's see what type of progress you've made.
First, let's look into the pumpkin,
Mm.
because that is where my soul resides.
Okay. So
I'm letting the knife do the work.
Yep.
Letting the soul come out.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily carving. Let's turn it around. I went with the orange side.
Okay. So you've done a bit of the technique of peeling.
I went with a peeling technique. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to keep that.
Okay.
Haven't figured out exactly what. Again, it's a dance with my own soul. And the song.
Okay, now you're approaching this from an artistic standpoint, and I think that at least one of our judges will appreciate that. Joe, let's go over to you. Let's see how you're doing with your pumpkin.
Well, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to show you what I've taken off my pumpkin.
Okay.
Instead of what is left on the pumpkin.
Yep.
So I have these pieces.
Okay.
I have this piece. And this. And everything else is still pumpkin.
Yeah, it looks like you've made almost no progress thus far,
Not a
Joe.
lot of progress.
Go down, Joe. You're going down.
But I've got some ideas. Oh,
well, I can't wait to see how things turn out. The next time we're going to check in with, okay, Joe, that's enough now. Okay, the next time we check in with you guys is when we declare a winner. So you've got more time.
How much?
I want you to feel rushed, but not too rushed, because right now, Sarah and Kim seem like they're approaching this in a very calm, cool, and calculated way. Joe, I feel like you're falling apart over there, buddy.
I thought we had more time. You know how I am. Okay, I'm back to it.
Okay, you're back to it. Again, you guys have more time. If there's anyone who knows how to stall for time, kill time, it's Lil Cutie right over here. So we're going to check in just a little bit. Good luck, everyone. Folks, things are getting very interesting in this pumpkin carving contest. We've got Sarah Deshaies, who is using her mother's knife, going with a classic face. What is this? Okay, so I'm getting a call from Connor Rose, who was on the show last night. I think Connor might be on 2 dates. Okay, Connor Rose hung up. So I don't know if that was like a butt dial, but something is either, okay, so something must be wrong with Connor. Hello?
Hi, James. Oh, thanks so much for picking up. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. How's it going, buddy? You having a good Halloween?
It's, up and down, but James, did I catch you at a bad time? Are you busy?
Well, yeah, I'm hosting the show right now, man.
Oh, okay, well, I'll make this quick, okay?
Okay. Is everything okay?
No, James, I'm in her shed. I'm in Rhonda's shed.
Okay, so you picked the date with Rhonda, the 19-year-old.
Well, I was going to go see Miss McConnell later tonight.
Okay, so right, Miss McConnell wants you to go over so she can give you a bath and spend the night. Hello?
Hello?
Connor?
Yeah?
So
James?
Yeah, so what's the issue?
Okay, well, I'm in her shed. Rhonda just went to go get me a couple of sodas.
Wait, she's going to get you a couple of sodas? You're going to have 2 sodas?
I asked for 2.
What kind?
I asked for 1 Coke, because it's my favorite, like you. And then I also asked for a 7-Up.
Okay.
Because it's not caffeinated.
Okay, so you want to be caffeinated, just not too caffeinated.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you need help with?
James, okay, I don't know. I think I might be going crazy, but I just looked out the window and I saw in Rhonda's house, there's a man. I'm pretty sure it's her dad. He looks exactly like the guy who was in Miss McConnell's picture frame.
Hold on, say that again?
The guy in the window, Rhonda's dad, looks like the guy who was in Miss McConnell's picture frame in her country house in Saint Jerome.
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, you are in Rhonda's shed in her backyard. You can see into their house and you see what you believe to be Rhonda's father, who is the same person that you saw in the pictures featured at Nancy McConnell's house. And the guy is in the pictures with Nancy?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like perhaps either that man was, married to Nancy McConnell, or alternatively, Nancy McConnell might be Rhonda's mom.
James, that would be really, really bad.
Well, you are the con man.
That's true.
Well, how do you feel about potentially, I don't know, spending the night with a woman and then her mother later on?
Oh, I don't know. Kind of like a little bit excited and a little bit scared.
Yeah. Oh, well, is it a bad scared or a good scared?
Oh, I mean, to be honest, like Rhonda and I were just making out. So like.
Oh, how was that?
It was really good. So like I'm on a bit of a high, and
Yeah.
I feel like I can conquer anything. And if it's like Rhonda and her mom, like I'm just gonna like go with it, right?
You know what? This is a time for exploration. It's a very unusual and uncertain time due to COVID-19. So as long as you're being safe, I think you should do and follow what your heart wants.
Oh, James, I'm so glad you picked up the phone. I feel like I was about to run away out of fear, but now I'm like gonna stick with it.
Okay, well, how about this, Connor? If you need any more advice, don't. Hello?
Sorry, I'm just eating some cheesies from my trick-or-treating.
Oh, you're trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
All right, well, look, Connor, if you need anything, don't hesitate to call me back, okay?
Okay, that would be really great.
Well, but don't call me back unless you need anything, because I don't want you to leave your date to, call me. I don't think your dates would appreciate that.
Oh, right. That's not cool, right?
Well, I don't think it's cool for them. It's fine for me, but.
Okay. James, thanks so much for picking up the phone. I'll keep you posted. She's coming back. James, I gotta go.
All right, well, don't drink the soda too fast. You'll get a stomach ache.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, so a lot of stuff has happened on this show, I've had people play, Lou Pearlman. I've had people play, John Wayne Bobbitt. I've had people say vulgar things on the air. I've had people, accuse me of nefarious things, but I've never had a guest in a position where they could become sexually romantic with a person and then that person's mother, let alone the same week, it's the same night. So apparently Rhonda is Nancy McConnell's daughter. All right, so if you're feeling uncomfortable, you're probably feeling the right thing. Let's move on to our next guest. Now, I just got a production note. This person is, this is a last-minute addition. I want to say that I'm nervous, so I will. It's who my costume is based off of. Let's welcome to the show the one and only, the real Mean Business. Mean Business, what's up?
Hey, James, what's going on?
You know what? I'm having a pretty good Halloween night. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing real good right now. Real good.
Yeah, okay. So, I think right now you're the only guest who didn't dress up for tonight's show.
Oh, I'm wearing a costume. See?
Oh, are you? Oh, I see what you're saying. You probably dressed up as me, dressed up as Mean Business.
No. You see the blood, James? I'm dressed up as Druncula.
Oh, you're dressed as Druncula, a regular guest on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you didn't put a lot of effort into this costume.
What do you mean?
Well, all you did was put a bit of blood at the corner of your mouth.
No, I didn't.
What do you mean? Well, how'd you do it?
Oh, this is just normal blood.
This was normal blood from what?
Yeah. I had a nosebleed and I wiped off the mustache part. And this is what was left over.
Okay, so you got a nosebleed that began here and then curled down and then you just wiped it away?
Yeah, that's right.
Where'd you get the nosebleed from? You get into a fight or what?
No, a little bit too much Halloween candy, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, so you were doing cocaine.
I didn't say that, James. But yes, I was doing
okay, so
cocaine.
You did say it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's chat Mean Business. First, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, what do you think about my interpretation of Mean Business?
I was hoping that this wasn't a costume, James. I was hoping this was the new James. As you know, I've been encouraging you to pursue business heavily, and I thought that this was just a good step in that direction.
Well, you know what? You are the second person to tell me that I should be, doing this full effing time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
What do you think? What about like this bling I got?
What is that? Sterling silver?
I don't know. It's from the dollar store.
Oh, well, it's a good start. It's a baby's first bling, but eventually you got to go for the more expensive stuff. You got to go to the jeweler and.
Well, maybe you and me can get together and you can take me bling shopping.
James, I'd love that, but you're gonna need more than a couple of Twitch subs to afford the stuff that I get.
Okay, so what you're saying is, in addition to getting more subscriptions, I'm going to also need to find a job.
A job or a business? or a pile of money, whatever way you do it. I don't care.
All right, well,
as long as you got that cash.
It looks like you're coming to us from one of your aquatic estates. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say. This is one of my aquatic estates, and behind me I got my number one gal, Ashley Madison, and we're chilling out this Halloween, throwing candy overboard.
Well, is she dressed up? Is Ashley Madison dressed up?
She's dressed up, yeah, I'd say.
What's her costume?
Her costume?
Yeah.
Lady.
So she went out to the store and she picked up the new lady costume.
Yeah, she picked up a lady costume.
Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my hair like yours. Do you have any tips?
Do you have mousse?
No, I don't.
Well, okay. Do you have paste?
Paste? Well, I have toothpaste.
No, I'm talking about hair paste.
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff that you put in your
paste?
hair and it stays like a brick.
Okay, so just find some hair paste.
Hair paste, yeah. You want to find a nice dense paste, and you want to put it in your hair, and you want to leave it for 24 hours.
Okay, so if I'm getting ready to do my hair, I got to set it up 24 hours prior.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It takes a lot to look this good.
Well, is Halloween one of your favorite holidays? Mean business?
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any Halloween memories that you'd like to share with us?
Let's see. Yeah, well, couple of seasons ago, me and Ashley.
It's a weird way to reminisce about Halloween.
Couple of Halloween seasons ago. Me and my friend Ashley, my lady friend.
Yep.
And this was before I had many businesses. This is actually how I got my start, James.
Yeah.
But we were told that we had to spend 24 hours in an old mansion. And if we were able to do it, the guy would give the mansion to us.
Well, so how did the night go?
It went great.
So that's the only detail you're going to give? Went great.
It went on. It was great. It was a great time.
Okay, well, did anything kind of like, spooky happen?
No. No.
Okay, so it's this supposed haunted mansion. You show up.
I didn't say it was haunted.
Oh, you're right. My apologies. So you went with your friend Ashley Madison.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, so it seems like you guys have been together for quite a while.
Oh, me and Ashley, yeah. I helped her start her business.
Oh, she has what's their business?
AshleyMadison.com.
Oh, right. So she wasn't just the inspiration. She started Ashley Madison.
She started, yeah. She learned how to code in JavaScript.
Okay, well, that's very, very industrious of Ashley.
Yeah, she used a React backend and a Postgres database.
Now, I wasn't aware that you were so technically savvy with the world of back end.
Well, I went to hacker college, James.
You went to so you are a seasoned hacker?
Well, they just call it hacker college, but basically it's a way to bootstrap your business.
Oh, and bootstrap means?
It means starting your business without seed money from an investor, with the dimes that you find in your pocket.
Okay, so
you ever heard of Y Combinator, James?
You had humble beginnings.
That's right.
And how old are you again?
80.
80 years old. Okay. So what year did you go to a hacker school?
Oh, this was in the 80s, man.
Right.
Hacker
so
school
in the
was
80s,
wild.
you would have been how old?
I was, 50.
Yeah. So you were getting into the tech world late in years.
Yeah. But I had cocaine to fuel me.
Right. Well, it sounds like you still have cocaine to fuel you. Sounds like
do.
you have a cocaine nosebleed tonight.
I do. If I stop snorting cocaine, I might just die.
Okay, so you're telling me you need cocaine to live?
Spooky.
You've created such a dependency on cocaine that you need it to live.
Yeah, that's right. That's what my doctor says anyway.
Who's your doctor?
Dr. Oz, baby.
The TV doctor.
Yeah, I gave him a start.
You got Dr. Oz started?
I got him on the Oprah show.
How did you get him on the Oprah show?
Because I know Oprah.
Okay, so you're gonna have
Through
to tell
Stedman.
us. Oh, so you were friends with Stedman.
I was
and that's
friends with Stedman. He introduced me to Oprah, and I introduced Oprah to Dr. Oz.
Well, how did you meet Stedman?
Me and Stedman used to do coke together.
Okay, so you guys got together during the coke scene of the 70s?
Yeah, the late 70s. Yeah.
Okay, well, take me through the night that you met Stedman. That sounds like a spooky story.
Oh yeah. Well, it was a Halloween night.
Oh, so it just happened.
It happened to be
you met
Halloween.
Stedman?
Yeah. and I was approached by an old millionaire, and he said, if you stay in this mansion with this guy, and he pointed to this guy, and that guy turned out to be Stedman, and if you and Stedman stay in this haunted mansion, this time he said it was haunted.
Yeah, I was going to say this one is haunted, yeah.
Then you're going to get to keep the mansion and a pile of cocaine.
Okay, so you had to earn the coke.
Yeah, by staying at the mansion.
Okay, so take me through the night with Stedman.
It was cool, man.
What'd you do?
We hung out. We each had our own room.
Oh, so you didn't even hang out. You just went to your own respective
Well,
room.
we hung out in the kitchen for a little bit, and then we went to our respective rooms. We fell asleep. We woke up, and the next morning, we got a pile of coke, and the mansion was ours.
You got a pile of coke, and then that began a lifelong friendship, and then you ended up introducing, or I guess Oprah was introduced to you through Stedman.
Yes.
All right, which led to you introducing Dr. Oz to Oprah.
Yeah.
And
Dr. Oz introduced me to Dr. Phil.
Okay, so how was that meeting with Dr. Phil? How was the circumstances of you meeting Dr. Phil?
Well, I was looking for a couples therapist for me and Ashley.
Yeah, okay, so you guys have been together for a long time.
We've been together a long time.
And how old is she?
She's 32.
She's 30. And when did you meet her?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is that? Oh, it's very incriminating.
Well, I believe I met her 20 years ago.
Wait, 20 years ago when she was 12?
No, she must not be 32.
No, well, hold on. Is it possible that you met her through a friend when she was just a kid?
Yeah, she's Stedman's daughter.
So Ashley Madison is Stedman's daughter. So you met her when she was just a kid. You were probably married at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you married to?
My first wife. No, my third wife.
Okay, your third wife. And where are your ex-wives now?
Well, one of them's dead. God rest her soul.
Yeah.
One of them is
You okay over there?
Sorry, I'm having.
You better take a bump of coke. I think you're losing steam. Yeah.
Hold on. All right. One of them is the head of a Fortune 500 company.
Okay, great. Do we know this company, or would you rather not say?
Well, it used to be a Fortune 500. You know Theranos?
No.
You don't know, what's her name? I've forgotten her name. But she was the head of Theranos.
Yeah, great. Well, let's move on from here. So you met your current girlfriend, Ashley Madison, when she was only 12.
Yeah. But I wasn't grooming her or anything like that. But
No, I hope not. Yeah, I'm glad that you're covering your tracks there.
I was not doing anything like that.
Okay, well, so how did you guys meet? It probably was a special night, though, when she was of age.
Yeah. Well, I met her once when she was younger, but I said
lost contact.
Lost contact. Never got her number.
Yeah.
And then another night, me and her, I got to talking to her at a bar, and then an old billionaire, an old crusty billionaire came up to us, James. And he said,
you meet a lot of billionaires.
Well, I'm a businessman, James. You're
That's
always
true.
looking
Yeah, you're
for
right.
seed funding. And an old crusty billionaire came up to us, and he said, You see that mansion on the hill yonder?
Mm-hmm.
And he pointed outside, and lightning crashed. And he said, if you and this young lady, Ashley, if you stay in this mansion overnight, it's yours.
So that was the first of 2 times you spent in a mansion with her. Not
First,
haunted.
yeah, first of 2 times with her.
Yeah.
So that's actually how I got my start in real estate, James. I flipped those mansions with the Property Brothers.
Well, and look, it's worked out for you. You are the most financially successful person that has ever graced this show. You're coming to us from a boat. Now, before we let you go, you're going to come back to us in just a moment. But before we let you go, do you have anything you want to pass on as a Halloween message to our viewers right now on Twitch?
As a Halloween message?
Yeah.
If a billionaire comes up to you and he says to stay in a house, do it.
Okay, great. So that was a very underwhelming message, but
just do it.
Informative and financially wise.
That's right.
Mean Business, look, thanks so much for being here. We're going to check in with you in just a matter of moments.
You got it, pal.
All right, that is Mean Business. Folks, I am so impressed with my time management right now that I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. But just a reminder, we will be back this upcoming Monday. Connor Rose. Connor, buddy, how's it going?
James, oh, thank you so much for picking up.
It,
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just, still hosting the show.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting. Sorry.
It's okay. What's up?
Well, I'm just on my rollerblades on my way home.
Wait, hold on. You're on your rollerblades?
Yeah. I gotta get home because Miss McCall's picking me up.
Okay, but wait, what happened? What happened with Rhonda?
Well, she came back. I drank my soda. We made out a little bit more, and I was like, "Hey, well, you never tell me about your parents. Like, what's your mom's name?" And she was like, "Nancy," and I was like, "Oh, cool." I think I played it really cool. I don't think she noticed that I was disturbed, but then I was like, "Oh, I gotta go," and she was like, "No, don't go." And it was like a really romantic goodbye. So I feel like she might want to see me again.
Okay, but the big thing coming out of this is that Rhonda is Nancy McConnell's daughter.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, a lot of people are named Nancy, James.
Yeah, there's a lot of Nancys out there,
So I'm gonna confirm it. I'm just I'm going to see Miss McConnell, and I'm gonna maybe snoop around and see if it's the truth.
Okay, so you're gonna try to do some undercover work. You're currently on your rollerblades speeding home because your driving teacher's about to pick you up.
Yeah, I gotta change costumes and everything.
Wait, what's your current costume?
I'm Toto from Wizard of Oz.
Right, and then you got to get into your Dennis the Menace costume, and she's gonna. Is Nancy still planning on giving you a bath?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Connor, I really hope that you're able to find whatever you're looking for tonight, buddy, and really, be safe on those rollerblades. And look, I guess while you're here, everyone is listening to this conversation. Do you have a Halloween message that you want to pass on to the viewers?
Oh man, have a happy Halloween. Stay safe. Eat lots of candy, like I just did. Make out with someone if you have the opportunity. I can tell you firsthand, it's a really fun experience, even if you're afraid to do it. Just go for it. And also, James, thank you so much for being such a good pal. I don't know if I would be able to get through this night without you.
Look, Connor, I'm really proud of the progress that you've made. And remember, it's got nothing to do with me. It was inside of you the whole time. You want to know why?
Why?
You're the con man, buddy.
Yeah.
Connor, have a good rest of the night. We'll check in next week, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Bye, James.
Yeah, bye, Connor. Okay, so Connor Rose is dating a mother and the daughter of the mother. This guy's getting more action than anyone's getting on Halloween. This guy is celebrating Halloween the way that it is meant to be celebrated by adults, and that is sexually. We are going to check in right now with our judges panel. So we are going to bring back Taylor McMillan. We are going to bring back Mean Business, and we are going to say hello to Carla Ma, who is dressed up to the gills right now. So let's bring our judges in. Guys, Taylor, nice to see you again. Mean Business. It's been a minute. Carla, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
What do you think about the happenings of Connor Rose?
I'm really worried.
Why is that?
Because Connor shouldn't be rollerblading and talking on the phone at the same time.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. I hate to digress away from the idea of physical safety, but what do you think about the fact that he might be dating someone and their parent?
You know what? If that's what Connor wants, I don't know. It's too. I can't even insert my brain into that situation to really. I don't want to murk in those waters. You know what I mean?
So it would be unfair of me to ask, have you ever been in a similar situation?
No.
All right. Taylor, can I ask you, have you ever been in a situation where, you're dating someone and their parent?
Can't say as I have. No. I did I did sort of date my stepbrother once.
Okay, so I don't know how I want to, approach this.
Not the same.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's absolutely not the same. I want to send a note to one of our technicians. Sarah Deshaies is kind of on screen right now because we've lost someone in our queue. We'll fix it, but I think the real reason we've had some difficulties is that news you just gave us, Taylor. You see, you kind of dated your stepbrother.
Yeah, I mean, we're not blood related. I don't see what's the issue.
Yeah, and you know what? Right, Carla, same level of freedom to that. No big deal. If everyone's happy, everyone's happy.
Well, I think every situation is different. It's all dependent, on the relationship, how close you are. Did you grow up together? Yada, 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 and all that jazz.
Of course, yeah, this is a judgment-free zone. So once again, right now, we are dealing with some very slight technical difficulties, and I assure you that a story about sexual activity by way of a spooky spirit will not be happening in a matter of moments. I'm here with Taylor McMillan. I'm here with Carla Ma. Mean business, you're here too. You ever dated a mother and their daughter?
I'm pretty sure I have, James.
Yeah, somehow that doesn't surprise me. I want to circle back to Carla. Now, Carla, you've had the opportunity to see the progress of our pumpkin carvers.
Yes.
What do you think about our competitors tonight?
Well, I wrote down a lot of notes already.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm kind of disappointed with some people.
Okay, so I want you to name names, Carla. Everyone knows you to be one of, if not the nicest guests on this show, but Halloween turns us into whomever we want it to be. And what I want for you to be right now is brutally honest.
Do you want me to go through my notes?
I want to hear these notes.
Okay.
I want to hear these notes. Taylor wants them. Mean business, do you want these notes?
I'd love to hear him, yeah.
All right.
Well, I kind of have some preliminary points. So this final round will really make it or break it for some of the contestants. So first up on the list is Joe Conto. Well, I loved his story, but unfortunately, for those poor dentists, he loses some karma points for stealing the pumpkin.
Okay.
Negative 100 points.
Okay, wow. So Joe has lost 100 points. I wasn't even aware we had a point system, but I'm not a judge. Okay, let's continue.
And then also, I was a little worried second round, some time management issues. So it's not looking good for Joe. Negative 25 points for sweating the tie.
Okay, so points are just being skimmed right now.
Yeah, so he's standing at a negative 125 points. Next
up,
we have Kim. Yeah. I loved the pumpkin that Kim chose. It was a variety of beautiful colors, green, orange, yellow. But he mentioned that he grew the pumpkin himself, which is a bold lie.
Yeah.
So he loses minus 200 points for lying about growing the pumpkin.
Got it.
But second round, I really enjoyed how he connected with his work emotionally. He really got into the middle of that pumpkin. So he got plus 500. So that brings Kim to 300 points.
Okay, so you like the artistic impressionist work that he's been doing.
Yeah, I really like how he's connecting with his subject, his material, really feeling the pumpkin soul.
Okay, this makes sense.
And then last but not least, we have Sarah. So Sarah, wow. I gotta say, yes, you do get extra points for making your costume last night. Tie-dye, wow. Late at night, and you have an early schedule. Oh, wow. Wow. Yes, James, you are right. You're not one of the judges, but if you were gonna grab points. Well, I am on the same page. Plus 300 points for the costume. Yeah.
Okay,
plus
so
300.
It sounds like right now Joe is really lagging.
Well, yeah, but who knows? It's the final round could make or break. But then, fortunately, Sarah lost points because she complained the pumpkin smelled in the second round.
Okay, so
-50, bringing her
there's a lot of evil
points.
there's a lot of evil laughter coming from you, Carla, and I feel like this costume may have changed you.
Oh, well, I'm scared of that because remember every time that I change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little ghoulish tonight.
Well, look, aren't we all?
My haunted estate.
aren't we all a little ghoulish? I want to check in with Taylor. Taylor, what do you think about those notes?
You know, I think that we are all free to interpret however we like. I agreed with some points and disagreed with others. But as you know, I am really judging on like the heart and soul into these pumpkin carvings.
Right.
And, you know, I think we can all agree that Joe has a dirty soul. He is a criminal. And
criminal?
Yeah, he stole that pumpkin. He's a criminal.
Look, you know what? I have no say on this, but I'm going to say something right now. I have no problem with what Joe did because it's probably pretty hard to find a pumpkin on Halloween Day. So that's my 2 cents. But again, it doesn't matter what my 2 cents have to say. Mean Business, we're going to check in with you. Have you just been doing rails in the brief moment where we weren't speaking?
I'm not going to say yes, James, but I'm not going to say no either.
Okay, so as we do that, I want to send a quick production note to our technician. One of our guests is lost and awaiting to get back into the call, so if you can check in with that, we'll do that.
I know.
It's just a matter of moments.
The technician spoke to me, and don't worry about it.
Wait, you have a direct line to the technician?
James, whenever I'm on any show, I like to tip all the relevant people. The people
well, how did
who
you
bring
meet
you
the
on.
technician? Did you meet the tech?
It was Halloween.
Yeah, okay, well, let's just pause that there.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's pause that there. I want to check in with you. What do you think about Carla's notes?
Great notes, great notes. I don't necessarily agree with all of them, but I thought they were well thought out,
Now, there's been a lot of criticism on Joe tonight. What do you think about Joe's antics?
I think, in business is cutthroat, you steal, you cut. You pull every dirty trick you can to get ahead, and Joe did that, so I'm pretty impressed with the man right now.
Okay, you're impressed with it. Now, we haven't asked you what's some of your criteria for the winnings tonight.
I want a nice professional-looking pumpkin. I want something that looks like I'd pay top dollar for it. I want to be wowed. I want it to, I want to write a screenplay about it.
Wait, so you're a writer?
Oh, sometimes when I get real buzzed, I like to pump out a screenplay.
All right, well, we'll hold that thought. Carla, I want to circle back to you. I've asked everyone tonight, any fond Halloween memories before we move on to our contestants, and we declare a winner on this Halloween night. Any fond Halloween memories?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have any one. No. Not really. No, I don't really.
So it sounds like you and me are similar in the sense that we're both indifferent to Halloween. I'm so glad that there's another.
Well, no, I really enjoyed, I have memories, but I don't have one specific one that really, comes up in my brain. It's just a time that passed. Kind of sad.
All right, well, you know what? Every happy segment sometimes has a sad ending, so it is now time. Business.
Hold on, James. I'm getting word from the technician. What's that?
Why are you getting notes?
Okay. He says the technician says he's gonna just bring you on solo for a second.
Why are they sending you? Are you working on this show now?
I'm telling you, me and him are tight. We own a mansion together.
All right, great. So we're gonna squeeze in a quickie here. So Carla, Mean Business, and Taylor will be back in just a moment to declare a pumpkin carving champion. Sit tight. Folks, I said it once and I'll say it again. The fact that we are only about, let's say 10 minutes over because we started about 5 minutes late is an absolute triumph. I was trying to say it earlier, but I was interrupted by a call from Connor Rose. We will be back next Monday right here on twitch.tv/@home-with-James, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless you're coming to us from the West Coast, 6:00 Pacific Standard Time. We will also be back on Wednesday and Friday. And you know what? the fun on the weekends continue. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow morning, we are back with another Sunday morning special when we are joined by an entire panel where each and every single guest will bring a topic of discussion. We will all shoot the breeze, as they tend to say around the old folks' home, about these variety and various topics. And that happens a week from tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. We will begin in the morning, and then we will burst forth into the afternoon. Now then, it wouldn't be a special Saturday night edition of At Home with James if I didn't have more news. We all know that tomorrow is truly the most scary day of the year. It's November 1st, which means we got to pay our rent. But what does November 1st lead a pathway to? Well, folks, the holidays are coming fast and furious. Now, I would be crazy to say that I'm going to start celebrating with a variety of Christmas-themed episodes on Monday and Wednesday and so on and so forth. But I do want to let you know that towards the mid to tail end of November, all the way into the entire month of December, we will be hitting the holiday-themed episodes very hard. Now, I am tinkering with the idea of letting you know something that I want to do. And I don't know if I'm prepared to do it. No, I can't. It's too early. I don't want to get myself excited, and I certainly don't want to get you excited. But stay tuned for a very big, a huge holiday announcement. It's now time for us to declare a winner. It's the moment you've been waiting for. We are about to participate in what I like to call a happening, as we have every single guest who has joined us tonight appear on the screen at once. Folks, this is the first ever 7-shot in At Home with James history. So let's get every guest on screen here. This is going to be a monumental moment. And if things break down, we're not going to declare a winner. So as you can see, to my left, we've got Dave Kaufman. To his left, we have Carla Ma. To Carla's left, we have Taylor McMillan. Underneath us, we've got Sarah Deshaies, Kim Ho, and Joe Conto. For our pumpkin carvers, are you ready?
Yes.
We are prepared. So let us begin. Sarah, let's go through your pumpkin.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. You called me somebody named Dave Kaufman?
Oh, it's just a force of habit. You'll look like somebody I know.
All right, I mean business. Just want
to excuse me. You know, it's just
unbelievable.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was very rude of me. In any event, to my left is mean business. Sarah is already primed and ready to go. Let's see this pumpkin.
So hey, all you cool cats and kittens. This is my This is Carol Baskin here with her Tiger King pumpkin. Ta-da! Unfortunately, the candle actually singed some of the pumpkin flesh inside. So this is a bit of a going fire hazard right now. So not only does it smell like pumpkin, but it smells like singed pumpkin. And I'm hoping that Carla won't dock me points for that. But here we go.
She's been on a run of docking points. Okay, so let's go to our judges right now. Let's start with you, Carla. What do you think about this Carol Baskin-inspired pumpkin?
Wow, I am really impressed. Look at the fine
Murderer
work on the whiskers. That's
Murderer.
really hard. Oh, and then it matches. It's tied in with the theme of her costume. Very impressed. It's gonna be a tough round. I feel it's gonna be a very tough round.
Okay, so let's go to Taylor. Taylor, what do you think about Sarah's pumpkin?
You've really blown me away here. I can really see a part of you in that pumpkin. I feel like you care about this pumpkin. You love this pumpkin. You're speaking right to my heart. Good job, Sarah.
Great. Now, mean business, not to be confused with anyone else. What do you think about this pumpkin, mean business?
Firstly, I got a question. Carla said it's going to be a tough... Is there tough round? Is there more than one round?
No.
Okay, so it's just the competition.
I mean, you could count every contestant as a round, but...
But then why would this one be tough?
Oh, well, Well, no, I consider this the third round because it's the third check-in.
Oh, okay.
Now we're all on the same page.
Okay, good.
Now we are all on the same page. What do you think about this pumpkin mean business?
I love it, Pussycats, they're some of my favorite things, and putting that on a pumpkin, oh, it's fabulous. I'm so impressed right now.
Yeah, okay, relax, mean business. We're going to go to our next pumpkin. Let us go to Kim Ho's pumpkin. Kim, let's see what you're working with.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Wow.
Robot pumpkin.
Wow.
Now, I think Kim might be muted at the moment. Mean business, you want to send a note to the producer?
I'm good. How about that? Are we in?
Yeah, we hear you now. This is a hell of a pumpkin. Let's check in. Carla, let's go to you.
Gosh. Wow. I really can tell, personality. Wow. I love the expression. I love the cutout pupils and the different tones. And is there, something on top? I don't know what's going on there.
Well, let's get some light. We got some hair.
Wow. Very cool use of the pumpkin guts. Very lovely, very creative. Oh wow, yeah, this is a very tough round. I had a feeling, and my feeling was right. Wow.
Okay, so Carla is blown away. Taylor, what do you think about this one?
I'm so tripped out because it looks like a drunken, crazed Grover.
Yes.
Wigging me out.
Now, is that a bad or a good thing?
I don't know.
Okay, so we're a little uncertain. Mean business, let's go over to you.
It's all right. If that pumpkin showed up to work at one of my offices, I'd fire him on the spot, to be honest.
Why?
Just sloppy look, hair all disheveled, sort of a lazy eye, I wouldn't want him representing my company.
Well, okay, let's move on to our third and final pumpkin, the man that has been taking a verbal beating tonight, Joe Conto, who is got more unsettling lighting than he did earlier. Joe, let's go to your pumpkin.
I'd like to say, first of all, that I've already been cursed by this pumpkin theft. Earlier today, I bought for rent on my television set the movie Sinister, but I clicked on the wrong button, and in fact, I had to watch Employee of the Month with Dane Cook. So I think I've paid
great
the
movie,
price, don't you?
Well, apparently it's a great movie according to Mean Business.
Yeah. Also, I believe that my pumpkin is on brand. If you remember correctly, I was once told by Taylor that I am preoccupied with not being perceived as low class. So
yeah. I believe the word that she used was, I believe the word was trash.
I love it.
Yeah. Monocle, mustache, the expression of somebody who is shocked by depravity.
Yeah, this is Mr. Peanut.
No. It's Gordon McSquash.
Okay, Gordon McSquash. Carla, you are blown away. The man that you verbally obliterated earlier has taken your breath away.
Yeah. Tug on that monocle again. Whoa.
Oh
it's
my.
So cute.
Unnatural hair color in a young lady. I'm scandalized.
Joe, you're gonna lose points if you keep doing this character.
I gotta shut the fuck up. I know.
Yeah. I love it so much.
Thank
I love
you.
that you pulled it into the thing from past show. Wow.
I like that during this, Sarah's just examining the inside of her pumpkin. Taylor, let's go to you.
I think Sarah was in fact trying to determine if the stink she's smelling is coming from the pumpkin.
No, I literally singed some of the insides, and I'm just making sure it's not catching fire. I'm really the fire hazard.
Well, I'm glad that things are safe. Taylor, what do you think about Joe's classy pumpkin?
I want to hate it because Joe's a filthy criminal, but I can't. It's good. It's good.
Okay, so begrudgingly, Taylor loves the pumpkin. Mean Business, let's go to you.
I love it, I gotta say. You know, I did business with McSquash before, and he's a hell of a guy.
So that's it? That you just a criticism of the business and not the pumpkin?
It wasn't criticism, it was praise, James. And that's where I started, but I didn't want to take up too much time. But if you want to get into it, I just think it's a fantastic pumpkin. I'd spend, I don't know, 20, 30 bones on that.
All right, well, what I want to do is I want to let our judges think about things. Before we do that, I want to just quickly check in with all of our contestants and give everyone an opportunity to promote themselves a little bit. Joe, you're currently teaching improv. Where can people take some classes with you?
Well, sometimes I teach them online with Bad Dog Theater in Toronto. So you can always check that out, or you can Improv with Joe Conto is if you can follow that on Instagram. Improv with Joe Conto, JoeConto, and I anytime that I have any kind of improv to promote, you will see it there.
Great. Sarah, let's quickly go to you. Where can people hear you most mornings and on Thursdays?
Every morning, Monday to Friday on CJD 800, so 800 AM on your dial. But if you're using the internet, you can also download the iHeartRadio app or any other app that you use to stream the radios, or CJD.com. And on Friday mornings, I do a weekend calendar segment. I plug this event this past Friday at 8:15. If you want to have ideas of what you can do at home, all my stuff's at home. And I just want to pat my own back. Mike Cohen put me in his column this week in your weekly copy of The Suburban. He spelled my name right, and he called me absolutely delightful individual in person. Which
now you've got something to put on a business card.
Yeah, I have to redo all my business cards now, because before they just said individual, and now I have to get that. And yeah. Oh, and I also read the weather if
Look, next time you come back, I want a weather update. Kim, let's go to you. You are a musician, and you've got something coming out over the next little bit.
Yeah, my new project, Apollo Lovely, first single ever, coming out next week. So that's exciting. It'll be everywhere: Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So check it out through Instagram, maybe is the easiest way. There'll be news coming out.
Awesome. Let us now come to our moment of truth. It occurs to me that I never once convened with the judges to determine how we were actually going to determine a champion. So
stupid.
Apparently it's a little stupid. According to Mean Business. I can't wait to take this costume off. So I'm going to just go to every different judge, and we're going to see if we can figure out how we declare a winner. So Carla, let's go with you. How would you like to declare a winner?
I feel like, well, I was going by a point system. I feel like some of it would go to creativity with your pumpkin in all its totality.
Yes. So who wins based on that metric?
I would say Kim.
Okay, so we have one vote for Kim. I don't know what's going to happen if we have a three-way tie. Let's go to the lobby boy. Taylor, what do you think?
Well, not only because I misgendered Kim earlier, but also because he's very talented. I would also choose Kim.
Okay, so I guess technically Kim is one, but let's go to Mean Business.
Well, I thought first we were going around to determine how to pick the winner, but since we've already chosen our individual picks, I'm gonna say that I suggest that my vote is worth 3 to the 1 of each other person. But regardless, I'm gonna go with the man who had the most interesting pumpkin retrieval story, and who made the classiest of pumpkins, the richest of pumpkins, a pumpkin who I know personally, and I'm going with Joe Conto's pumpkin.
Okay, so unfortunately it doesn't matter, because I guess Kim is 1. Sarah, if it means anything, if I had a vote that would have counted, I would have sent it to you because you had a costume that also went along with the pumpkin.
Thank you. That means nothing to me.
No, yeah, it's true. I don't know if this could have ended in more of an underwhelming way.
I have a way to end it big.
Okay. Well, let's. We're about almost 90 minutes in. How are we going to end this big, Mean Business?
Joe, I'd like to make you a proposition.
Was this turning into a Dragon's Den?
I'd like you to invest in your pumpkin for 50% ownership. I'm willing to put in 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 Canadian dollars.
Well, some of that ownership belongs to the dentist he stole it from.
Canadian dollars?
Look, this feels like we got to end this on a laugh. That was really good. I want to thank Jason Grimmer for his story earlier on. Of course, I have to thank Sarah Deshaies, Kim Ho, Taylor McMillan, Carla Ma, Joe Conto, and Mean Business. Let's hope Connor Rose scores tonight, folks. I want to thank you so much for going on this month-long journey with us. This spooky season, we will be back on Monday. Thanks so much for subscribing, for following this show. I appreciate it. I can tell you that everyone who contributes to this show appreciates it. I hope you have a nice, happy remainder of tonight's Halloween evening. Until then, I'll see you on Monday. I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and be well.